demo, and hers is a Bible study. She'll be using the God's Love book, page 152, paragraphs 13 to 15. And let's look in.
Well, Paris, we're about to get into Easter and Halloween, so I'll read our next two paragraphs. All right, now our question on those asks, what are the roots of popular Easter customs?
The name comes from pagan worship goddess Estra, or Astarte. The eggs are supposed to have magical powers and bring health and happiness. And rabbits are symbolized of fertility used at pagan spring festivals.
Very good. And thank you for narrowing that down, some of the main points, because there's a lot more research on that. But I appreciate the way you did that. Now, in this paragraph, we do have a scripture, so let's look at that. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. And would you read that for us?
Therefore, get out from among them and separate yourselves, says Jehovah, and quit touching the unclean thing, and I will take you in.
Thank you. Jehovah's really straightforward there, wasn't he? He says, separate yourself. Quit touching the unclean thing. Now, with the background and this scripture, why would you say that Easter is unclean to Jehovah?
Number one, it's not in the Bible. Jehovah didn't tell us to celebrate Jesus' resurrection. Resurrection. Number two, if he had, it would not be patterned after pagan worship, but done the way Jesus' own disciples did back in the first century.
Very good, very good. Now let's go on to our next paragraph. Would you read paragraph 15 for us? All right, now we have two questions on that paragraph. The first one asks, what is the origin of Halloween and what may be significant about the date chosen to celebrate it?
Well, Halloween comes from the pagan festival Samhain, meaning summer's end, and they believe the dead would come back, so they leave food out for them.
Oh, they sure did. They would just put all kinds of goodies out. You know, they didn't want their relatives to be mad at them when they came back. Now, in our world today, how does Satan foster the idea that the dead can communicate with the living?
The vampire, zombie, werewolf, and ghost stories get the highest reviews today.
Oh, they sure do, don't they? Now, it's not in our lesson today, it's not in our paragraph, but can you think of one scripture that you already know that would make Halloween unclean to Jehovah?
Wait. Okay. Is it Ecclesiastes 9:5? The dead know nothing at all, so they can't walk, talk, or hurt anyone?
Very good. Good for you learning some scriptural texts. Now, do you remember when you were telling me that your dad was teaching Easton not to wait too long to change the oil in the car because it would get really dirty and it would damage the engine? Well, can you imagine them out there changing the oil and they let it drip in the pan and you go take a big cupful of that dirty oil and pour it down all over the top of your favorite ice cream?
Ugh.
Disgusting, huh? Well, you know what, Paris? It would be even more disgusting to Jehovah God if we tried to mix his clean, pure, true worship with these holidays that are based on pagan worship and lies.
Well, I don't want to hurt Jehovah, but at the same time, I don't want to put down the kids at school because they're really excited about their Halloween costumes. But I can let them know I don't participate, and if they ask me why, I can show them on jw.org under Bible Questions Answered.
What a good idea. I know you will. Keep up the good work. So let's go on.
All right, thank you, sisters.